sign of grace is this. From broken earth, flowers come up, pushing through the dirt. And you are holy, holy, holy. Heaven cries holy, holy God. You are holy, holy, holy. I wanna be holy like you You are everything that is right and clean, and you're covering me with your majesty. And the truest sign of grace was this. From wounded hands, redemption fell down, liberating man. You are holy, holy, holy. Heaven cries holy, holy God. You are holy, holy, holy. I wanna be holy like you
talked last week about holiness. What is holiness? What did we talk about? How did we, the basic definition, how does one become holy? And what is holiness? God describes himself as holy. Hello, hello. Are we here? Hello, hello.
We're closed one second.
Close, close. Open.
It's open on this side.
At the side. Holiness is a complicated thing because it's being like God. And that's the complicated thing about it. And at least in the first verse of this song, it talks about that we're full of dirt. our basic tendency is we're not who we are outside of God. So in order to become holy, what has to happen? What has to happen?
You be whole.
Okay, this is the aspect of becoming whole people. In order to become whole people, there's probably has to have a lot of healing. Some of us still have many, many wounds. And some of us just keep busy and involved in other people, but it's sort of easier not to look at ourselves in that way. Wounds, what else? Salvation is what? When someone becomes saved, what happens?
Part of the church or something.
Saved mean, what are you saved? Saved from what?
From your sin.
Sin.
Okay, saved from,
Safe from
and what's
sin.
sin? It's anything that's really not holy. Isn't that right?
Right.
Right.
Isn't God trying to make us holy? It's from anything that is really out of the will of God. It's doing our own thing. So being saved is being saved from our selfish ways, self-centered type of ways. That's what we get saved from. We get saved for His purposes. Holy is the aspect of holiness is being separated from the past or from ourself, and separated for a purpose. In the Old Testament, they had certain articles that were declared holy. In the temple, there were certain cloths that were holy. How does a cloth become holy? And consecrated, what does that mean? How does a cloth? That means it's used for that purpose. It's used for that. It's used for God's purposes. That makes it holy. It's saved for a purpose. At least when I grew up, I thought that salvation was more of this. Don't do this and don't do that. That's not what holiness is. I mean, if we're busy doing God's stuff, we don't get involved in the other stuff. Right? So we talked about different things last week. One particular passage we talked about, and we'll come back to this. When the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them, when they saw Him, they worshipped Him, but some doubted. Doubted. Worshipping doubters. And the word doubt there, in that particular passage, means hesitation. Boy, if that doesn't describe many Christians. We worship and we hesitate. We waver. Now, I don't believe the disciples were doubting who Jesus was. They went to the mountain, they saw Jesus. They had lots of other doubts. Lots of doubts. So why do doubts mark the lives of so many Christ followers? What's going on there? So why do we doubt? Or why does doubt sometimes have preeminence?
Fear of the unknown.
Okay, fear, just different fears. Fear could be of the unknown, as if, what do we know for sure? Even what we think we know.